YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Big Beard B, and we are back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Today I'm dropping something I think a lot of you out there will benefit from, and if not, well, hopefully someone you know can benefit from this video. You can shoot this out to them. So often I am asked by people, yo B, I'm starting a fragrance collection and I'm looking to make my fragrance collection a little bit different than others. So today I'm going to give you 5 affordable fragrances to instantly upgrade your fragrance collection. Yes, you heard me correct. That's what we're doing today. These fragrances will come in under 150 bucks, most of them under $100, and maybe even a gem on here that's hidden that you may want to try out, because if not, you're gonna end up paying a lot of money for it. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get down to Big Beard Business. So the first fragrance I want to talk about today is one that is discontinued. Okay, it's discontinued, it's not on the market, and it is readily available for sale on places like eBay and other third-party places that they're selling them at a price that's much more than I would care to pay for it. I'm seeing samples of this fragrance for 5 ml go for like 30 bucks, which is just crazy to me because I purchased my bottle for like $30 completely for 100 ml. All right, the fragrance that I'm talking about comes from Lanvin, and this one is Avant Garde. All right, Avant Garde. Now I know what you may be thinking, yo B, why do I care about this fragrance if I can't pick it up? You told me I was going to get it for an affordable price, but you are, my friend, because you listen. All right, this fragrance is available at fragrancebuy.ca. all right, it's a company that I tend to work with from time to time, and I've done a ton of purchases on my own. They don't know I'm talking about this, but I know they have a sale going on right now through midnight on July 4th. So be sure to check this out. Now they do have some of these available in standard presentations, as well as some of them available within slightly damaged presentations. And what that means is it says that it's leaking right around here, but it's affordable. I think it's about 50 bucks for a 50 or 100 ml bottle. Maybe it's 75. 100 ml bottle, I think they're like 50 bucks, right? And I'm telling you, you can pick up a 5 ml for 30 bucks. You can get a whole 100 or whatever they have available for 50 bucks, plus the discounts that they have available. Hey, to me, that's a win, and I would take the little leak that it says it has over paying that. Overall, this fragrance is going for so much more because it's a solid fragrance. This one is sought after, and I'm not sure why they discontinued this scent, but it's been discontinued for quite some time. And with fragrancebuy.ca, they have these hard to find areas, and you just go there, you can find fragrances that are difficult to find. I actually picked up my Tom Ford Rive d'Ombre, the decanter of that. Shout out to Equality Fragrances for putting me up on game. He's like, yo B, they got it. And I went in there and picked it up because he knew I was looking for it. Solid scent here. I don't think you can go wrong with this one, man. For what this fragrance is, you're looking to add something that is different to your collection to give it some range, so to speak. This is a scent that I think you can do that with. Talking about adding that, right? Instantly upgrading your collection. This fragrance is highly sought after, and because of that, you have people who are true fragrance advocates and collectors. This is a scent that you can talk to, say it's in your collection, and instantly have an upper level over someone who's just talking. Because again, 4 bottles of that right now is probably $250, right? I think you can pick that one up. I saw a 4 bottle of that on eBay for $250. Not going for it, but you could definitely pick up one for 50 bucks from fragrancebuy.ca. That's my thoughts and opinions on that. Does not necessarily represent the views and opinions of the masses, but overall, fragrance here that's provides this nice, I would call it cozy / cloudy feel, because it does give off this airy essence. It's slightly sweet, phenomenal scent in my personal opinion, but be sure to check that one out. Now the next house that we'll go into is one that typically releases in retail, but the better buys for this fragrance always comes out in the gray market or third-party market, so to speak, and this one is MontBlanc Legend Red. Now I believe this one came out either late 21 or early 22, because I remember doing a video about this maybe either in January or February. That's when I first started editing and doing my own videos and thumbnails, so I remember it then. This scent is a good fragrance. It really provides a different feel than what you would get from the original MontBlanc fragrances. For me, those are still dope fragrances, but this one adds a different, fresher twist to it, and it's one that I find to be enjoyable. So if you're looking to add, again, something that's different, more versatile to your collection, this is one of those scents that you can go to. And again, because MontBlanc fragrances fall under this release and dip type of environment, I would say that it's always more beneficial to buy this one from a third-party site. But because I do what I do, I have to buy these at full price to make sure I bring them out to you at a good time. You can understand it and deal with it. This scent is a good fragrance. Full review up on that, so be sure to check it out if you have any additional thoughts and opinions before heading over to some sites and trying that one out. Now, this next scent here is one that's a rose fragrance for men. And the bottle is weird, right? But the fragrance does perform, and that's what matters most. This fragrance comes from Moschino, and this one is Toy Boy. Now, Toy Boy, as I mentioned, is a rose-based fragrance, and this one is versatile for sure. When we look at some of the other fragrances that are out there, they lack, I would say, the maturity of this scent, but this fragrance is done in a way that is more challenging. I would say that this is more on lines of what a niche fragrance would be, because it kind of breaks some of the societal norms of what a fragrance would be and brings you something that is different, even in the presentation itself. The fragrance is good though. It is good, and you can pick this one up from a standard big box retailer, I think for the smaller size, for maybe 80 bucks, and this one here maybe 100, 105, 106, something like that. But at the end of the day, it's a nice scent. It lasts. A lot of people enjoy it. The bottle looks a little weird, but if you can get past that, you'll be A-okay. Now, this next scent is readily available online, maybe not so much in store today, but this one does come from Prada, and this one is Prada Luna Rossa Black. Now, I think Prada Luna Rossa Black, if I remember correctly, came out in 2018-ish. It was some bangers that dropped this year, and this was one of those to me. This scent here really took that DNA that you got with the Prada series and really changed it up in a way that I thought was quite compelling to be one of the better releases from the house in terms of this Luna Rossa series. Now, when you look across the board, each one really provides something completely different, whether you're going for the Eau Sport, the sport version, Prada Luna Rossa Carbon, which is their alternative to Dior Sauvage. There is a lot going on here, but this one here is quite different than the rest of the lineup. Prada Luna Rossa Black is an eau de parfum concentration. It's spicy, it's woody, slight hint of sweetness here, and I still get a powdery feel just ever so slightly within this fragrance, and it's one that I talked about a ton. It made most complimented lists, and it's a scent that is really, really nice. Now, some people say that fragrance has a medicinal feel to it, but not so much to me. Again, it's a fragrance that is very different than a lot of designer fragrances, so it is a way to upgrade your collection before you begin to get into niche fragrances without that niche price point. And the fifth and final fragrance that I want to mention on today's list comes from Givenchy, and this one is Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privee Eau de Parfum. I think that's the complete name. This flanker really takes that original DNA that you would get from Givenchy Gentleman and adds in this woody, also this liqueur aspect of it, and this one that does have this booziness there that is amazing. I love this scent. I think this fragrance is one of the best releases from Givenchy, if you're asking me, specifically when it comes to this gentleman lineup, which I think is done very well. There's this level of class and sophistication that Givenchy fragrances does kind of give out with their scents, and this one really just takes it to a whole nother level. Depth is there, dimension is there, and again, as I mentioned, this one does really experiment with some things that are not your typical average run-of-the-mill fragrances when we look at designer presentations. In addition to the iris within this fragrance, there's this add-in of whiskey absolute, there's benzoin here, chestnut. You see where I'm going. There's some elements within this fragrance that comes in seductive. They also have this grown man quality to them, and again, with that original DNA, that backbone that's there still screams luxury, sophistication, and class. last, so you really can't go wrong with that. Probably one of the most luxurious fragrances that we've mentioned on today's listing, but nonetheless, these are 5 fragrances that will up your fragrance game for sure at an affordable price point, specifically if you're just getting into it and you're looking to add something a little different to the rotation. Listen, that's all I have for you today. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard B. Comment down below and let me know what fragrances you would add into it that aren't clones, okay? These fragrances aren't clones, right? Affordable price points. Again, this is a discontinued gem. Be sure to try that one out. Don't say I didn't tell you about it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are back again. And you already know what I need you to do. Just hit the goddamn bell.